Hey kids, Jay here. Did you enjoy the past sports weekend? Because I sure did. This year's March Madness has been nothing short of awesome so far, and we still got 2 rounds to go. My favorite game from this past weekend was UNC and Ohio. What a game. Ohio gave it everything they had. If they could just have hit that last free throw at the end of the game, at the end of regulation, I might be sitting here talking about a huge upset. But it didn't happen. And I was rooting for it, not just because Ohio is my home state, but also because I really don't like North Carolina. I will root for them against Duke, but that's just because they're the lesser of two evils, in my opinion. Obviously, I liked Ohio State versus Syracuse. That was also a good game. I actually happened to be at a Lake Erie Monsters game in Cleveland when the game was going on, and about seemed like a quarter of the arena was standing in the hallways watching the game on a television. So that was fun. As for my bracket that I made last week, I did pretty good, except I made two big mistakes. I did not pick Louisville or Kansas, and of course they make it to the Final Four, making me look kind of dumb. But no matter. My finals are still intact, so I'm happy. And I still think that that's how it's going to shake out. I still think it's going to be Kentucky versus OSU. With Kentucky and Louisville facing, that's going to be an exciting game. I think the entire state of Kentucky is going to be shut down when you have your two big powerhouse basketball programs playing each other in the Final Four. That's big, huge. I do think that Kentucky will come out on top, but Louisville's defense, they could throw a monkey wrench into things. If Kentucky can't get it going defensively and is able to stop Louisville, we could be talking about Louisville in the finals. I don't see that happening, but hey, anything can happen. In terms of Ohio State and Kansas, I think that is a very tough matchup right there. They pretty much cancel each other out. Thomas Robinson and Jared Sullinger, possibly the best individual matchup that you're going to see in possibly the entire tournament. Plus, Ohio State and Kansas both have really good guards, and I think that it's going to be a very evenly matched team or matchup. So that's definitely going to be fun. I do think that Ohio State is going to come out on top, mainly because of Aaron Craft's defense. That I think is going to be able to slow down Kansas enough that Ohio State will pull it out, but I think it's going to come right down to the wire, and it's going to be a close game. I'll talk more about the finals once the finals are actually set, and I really wanted to get to the NFL with Bountygate. With the news that the New Orleans Saints have suspended Sean Payton for a year, have suspended former defensive coordinator Greg Williams indefinitely. Their GM is out for at least the first 8 games, and they lose 2 second-round picks. That is the hammer coming down. The thing is I've been hearing some people say, is that too harsh? Did they come down on them too hard? And the thing is, I don't think so. With Roger Goodell coming in and saying, listen, we got to protect our product. We have to focus on the safety of our players. And then to come to hear that for the past couple of seasons, you had bounties being put out on offensive players, it doesn't look good. And not only that, but Sean Payton should have taken some notes from Ohio State, because when you try and cover it up, it's always going to end up worse. Look at what happened with Jim Tressel. Trust me, I'm from Ohio, huge Ohio State fan, and I heard it every day for months about the scandal. And covering it up always makes it worse. And I think that if Payton had come out and said, listen, I found out that we had this bounty system going on. I'm just letting you know that we're stopping it right now. We're going to try and take care of it in-house. And it just come out and said that in the first place, I don't think we would have this problem. sure, he probably would have gotten suspended, but not for a year, and you wouldn't have to be looking for an interim coach for this upcoming season. So it's not pretty down there in New Orleans, but I think that they will survive. That's all that I've got for this week. Next week I'll be talking about college basketball finals, which I'm very excited for. Really hoping that Ohio State makes it, obviously. But we'll see what happens. So you kids have a good night.